Hello everyone, I'm Andy Jeffs and this is the Deadline Sessions, the show where great artists are put under extreme pressure to create an original song in real time. Today's guest artist, or guest band shall I say, is Oswald Slain from Bristol here in the UK. They are a classic Americana infused energetic rock and roll band. And they just finished writing, recording and performing an original song in just 3 hours. How do you feel, boys? Tired, yeah.
Exhausted.
Yeah. Just putting them through the ringer on a Sunday. What a terrible person.
On a Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, it's God's
on
day.
a Sunday.
My wife is furious.
Yeah.
It's the day of rest.
You guys have got roast dinners waiting. We'll get you out here as soon as we can, boys. But seriously, congratulations. I think today was an absolute success. You did complete the challenge, everything in real time there, and sounds phenomenal. So I can't wait to show everyone the song. So I wanted to kind of touch on that first. Like, what was your initial reaction to the AI song? Like, in the moment when you were hearing it, was it really good? Some bits that you hated? Like, tell me about that.
I thought we were just totally fucked, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was actually, I thought it was brilliant.
It was worrying how polished it sounded. Right?
Yeah.
It's,
And good, and it wasn't even like,
wasn't cringe.
no, it was really cool, and like the lines were great.
Yeah. Some of
Better
the lines.
lines.
What was that ketchup line? It was like ketchup stain, like.
Oh, what was it?
Children build empires with
by,
ketchup stains.
Yeah, it's like,
And
I
I
don't
was
even know
like,
what it
that's
means.
amazing.
Yeah, and then that was just from that one line that you created. I did not mess with it at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the thing was, the tone was really good. It was really well polished. Like, it was great. But I mean, we definitely had some stuff that we didn't like about it, right? Like,
it was a bit slow.
Yeah.
I liked it all.
Took too.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Big fan.
He was like I'm probably gonna get a different job.
I was listening to it and I was just like,
yeah.
I was getting nervous.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we're going to lose. I really wish I could sit here and be like, I want to be like, no, it was fake and it was brilliant.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
it is quite scary, you know, as if it wasn't hard enough for us to make a living these days. Nah, I love it, guys. It sounded great, but yeah, like I said, it was a bit slow going. The chorus in the AI song didn't really sound too much different from the verses or anything like that. It just wasn't really going anywhere.
Didn't really have
and
a
I feel
chorus,
like
did it?
that's what I really wanted to prove today, and I really do feel like we did that, was that AI may be good at creating polished tracks on demand, but I think I don't know how close it is to being able to do surprise, which is like the whole kind of core element to me of art, is catching someone by surprise, like newness. Like, I don't think that's really talked about these days, is like just like something that's never happened before in a moment.
It
like,
doesn't shock you, does it?
you know,
It can't, can it?
It can't, because it can
it's
only-
always taking information that's already out there
past experiences,
and it's
yeah.
compiling. Like that lyric that you said, the ketchup stain.
Yeah.
That probably is a lyric somewhere in the vast emptiness of the world. Someone has already used that, and Suno has taken that lyric and used it for itself.
Whereas I was bleeding out my ass just the other day, isn't.
Yeah.
Probably used anywhere.
Yeah.
Ever.
For a good reason.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing. And I just don't know if it ever really is going to get to that point, because you could argue, right, that all creativity is taking past ideas that I've already been creating and putting them together into new ideas. That is the truth. But I feel like if you get into like even just like the idea of consciousness, or like just like the idea of now, you know, how like now is the only moment that we have, and like every moment is a new moment that hasn't ever happened before and never will happen before. Like, AI doesn't create reality. You know,
No.
It can't create something that has never been done before, because it can only work off past things that have already been done before. So I don't know. I see where people are skeptical and worried and in fear, but I just don't think there's really much to worry about, to be honest with you. I could be wrong, but you know, what do you think?
I think in the grand scheme of the human essence is that creativity will always thrive.
Yeah.
But when you've got things like AI writing songs, it creates this mantle that people feel like they'll never be able to achieve now.
Yeah.
So
that's what I've got.
Right.
Yeah.
But you've got young artists now entering the world who just see this mantle of like, oh well, AI is already writing these beautiful songs.
Yeah.
I will never be able to do that.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's just disheartening that kids are seeing this.
Do you not think if I was a kid, I would like use it?
I can imagine most of them are going to do it, and it's going to inflate their egos because they're going to think that they're really good.
They're going to use AI. They're going to come show their mates when they're 13 years old with an absolute banger.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be like, whoa, how'd you do that?
I reckon it's going to end in a lot of mental health issues as well, because they're going to get this great result from no work, and then they're going to feel like, I don't deserve it kind of thing. And then
what happens when you play it live? Well, exactly. They're not going to be able to play it live.
Not going to be able to do that. Yeah.
The live experience comes from years of dedication to a craft, and you take away that craft.
Yeah.
Just for the record, AI, if you're listening, I'm all for it.
Yeah. We love you. Don't kill us when the apocalypse
I don't want to. I'll work with you. Just so we know, because I don't want to get smited down the line. Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is one of those conversations where I could go on for a long time, but I really do feel like it's an interesting time, and I feel like there's going to be a backlash in a lot of different ways with all of this technology. And I think the only thing you can really do is just kind of ignore it a little bit and just keep on doing the hard work. Because I love the creative process. Like, I love the fear right before you're about to write of like, I don't want it, like I want to do this, but like I got to get past the resistance, right? And getting past that resistance, and then getting from resistance to the flow state, and then all of these little surprises that come along. I mean, no one should be robbed of that experience, like it's never gonna, you're never gonna get great art without that. So it'll be interesting to see how things go, but yeah, I think we definitely proved today. I think there was a lot of moments in it that I'd love to talk about where we added in that human element, that surprise, and the little bits that I don't think it's there. Yeah, for sure. So great stuff, guys. So I was actually expecting, because I'm a drummer, right? And I've been challenging myself over the last couple of years to write songs myself. And I've just actually been working with ChatGPT, like, okay, I don't know how to play other instruments. How should I do this? And it's been telling me stuff like, oh yeah, just like get your voice recorder out and record melodies with your voice. And then, from that, go back and choose the best bits and turn that into a song. So most of the stuff that I've been doing has been like melody first. And I noticed that you got on the guitar, on the acoustic in there, and you got straight to the chords. Is that kind of a thing that is where you usually start, is chords?
Yeah. So you find the melody around the chords.
Yeah. What is it to do with that? Just for, the caveman drummers over here, what is it about chords that is a good place to start? Like, how does that really set up the rest of the song for success for you? And how did that help today's songwriting challenge?
I think you just find chords that follow each other in a nice way. Especially if you just kind of, because we listened to the tune, and that was what's kind of set it all off. So we kind of just wrote some chords, and then you can write them quite quickly. Yeah. Really, you're just like, no, that'll do, and then no, and then another one, and then try and find somewhere to go, and then you can find a melody around those chords, and then you've got to try and find words to put to that melody, and then that's how I do it.
Yeah, for sure. I thought it worked really well, and I think as you say, it's really quite, you can get to the end point of being able to get a structure of a song down really quickly if you just focus on the chords, and then everything else can kind of like live in that kind of core structure. So I think that worked well. Yeah.
I think the problem is if you start with a melody, in some cases, anyway, not all cases, but when you start with a melody, it's almost restrictive. Yeah. Because you feel like whenever you step away from the melody, the chords that should be fitting that melody, you can't experiment out of it. You're so fixated on that melody. Yeah. But at least in chords, because you got the 1, the 3, and the 5, and sometimes the 7. So you've got 4 options of where to explore a melody because it's in that chord. But when you're just starting with the 1, and the 1, and the 1, and the 1, you're stuck on that path. Yeah. Essentially. So chords just open up that.
Yeah. Yeah. The chords in this one definitely provided the foundation for the melody of the verses, especially because they move quite. It's quite. There's some weirder chords in this one.
Yeah. What was it like in comparison to the AI song? I don't even know if I can remember the AI song now anymore. But like, bollocks to it. I mean, what was what like how much inspiration do you feel like you took from it, or was it just like, nah, you know what, we got what we want?
I think we started with the the feel of the other one, because that was got.
We liked the slowness, didn't we? We started with that,
and then we changed it.
Yeah,
which I think was a good idea.
Yeah,
but yeah, listening to that was where the chords kind of started. I think definitely.
Yeah,
and then they just went from that, and then we just sped it all up a bit.
Yeah.
Put some words over it.
It was interesting because I felt like it was jamming quite well on the slow, but as soon as you sped it up, it was like, all right, now we've got some more energy here. So the amount of times we've done these song challenges now, and like you start off with one idea and you just end up in a completely different realm. It's like it doesn't really matter where you start, as long as you've got a starting point, then you can go somewhere quite nice with it. So yeah, I thought starting with chords was right. What about melody for this song? Like what? Cause I think it's maybe just my untrained ear, just as a drummer, like not tuning into these bits. But what part of it was the melody? Was it like that guitar bit that you were doing there?
That was my favourite bit. My favourite part.
That was really cool.
I liked your guitar.
Yeah, it kind of just felt a little bit psychedelic almost in some realms.
Yeah, it was definitely some like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers kind of inspiration there. I don't know. Did we listen to that in the van yesterday?
Listened to the van yesterday.
I guess the melody for this would more be the vocals then to carry it through.
I guess so. Yeah, they kind of the melodies kind of floated in between the chords that we picked. Yeah, and it was only we had the verse chords, bridge, and then a chorus.
Right.
The chorus was quite simple.
Yeah. One thing I've kind of been noticing with my songwriting is like how often is it that you have a melody that's not the vocals and then you have a different melody with the vocals together? Is that something that happens a lot, like, or is it usually
counter melody?
Counter melody is like there's like a melody with a guitar, but then the vocalist is doing something different. There is that something that happens quite a bit.
Yeah, because it's not necessarily the vocal that is the hook. Like sometimes it's that lead part. Yeah. Sometimes it's the drum part.
Yeah.
Like my favorite drum parts are when like the fills are like catchy.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember each fill, and it's like, just every part. Same with bass parts. Depending on how it sits and what happens to it, it can be the thing that people remember.
Yeah.
With each track.
Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a melody. What
it is a melody.
For sure.
But yeah.
No, I'm just wondering what songs have like great drum melodies to them. Like I guess like a lot of Led Zeppelin stuff has like a really melodic kind of feel to it, and I don't know if you like Tool and stuff like that. That's definitely melodic. But yeah, for sure. And then getting into, we were in the live room and we were jamming on it. We started slow and then we started speeding things up. I feel like, we figured out the verse and the chorus out pretty well, and then we got to a bridge. Let's talk about the chorus a little bit there, because I was learning some of your songs this week, and a lot of them got stuck in my head. I was like, these guys are really good at doing choruses that are very catchy. So some of your best songs there, I was like, there's a reason why these are your most listened to songs, because they're memorable.
Nice.
So is there an approach that you have to making choruses to make them kind of stick, and did that show up today, or like how? Simplicity. Yeah.
Simple chords, simple melodies, and then just lyrics that have a slight statement to them, maybe
like a hook of some sort.
And something that you can kind of sing along to, but then it's also like a little bit memorable lyrically, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's probably just
you just write enough songs that you eventually get lucky, I guess. But like you say, simplicity, a huge thing.
Yeah, simplicity is massive.
Which was not with the AI song. Did you see how long? I think each chorus was different with the AI song. I was like, what are you? This isn't a chorus.
It felt like he was trying to show off how smart he was.
Yeah.
I know. I'm quite happy being pretty dumb.
You just genderize AI.
Oh no! Well, it's because it was a male voice.
Pretty sure it was a they. Pretty sure.
So I don't know. What is the gender of AI?
Let's not get into that. It's
okay,
so wrong.
Next podcast.
Sorry. No,
Wait a couple of years and we can come back to that.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm old. But like, I guess it did sound. It was like, it was really cool. But then I remember I got really bored after like a bit. But it felt really, everything about the thing felt really good.
Yeah.
But it didn't have any, it just went fucking on and on and on and on. It was like 6 minutes long, which is fine. And then all the lines were like cool.
Yeah.
But it didn't really, there was no stupidity to it. There wasn't anything stupid about it.
Yeah.
Which I think I like.
Yeah.
I like a bit of stupidness.
Yeah.
Like simplicity and stupidness.
Yeah.
just a bit of dumbness.
Yeah.
Goes a long way with music.
Right. Just don't try to be too clever.
No, no.
Absolutely. I think that can be said for a lot of the greatest hits that have ever been written, especially as a drummer as well. What about from your guys from a rhythmic perspective when it comes to the chorus? I mean, I've been noticing because I studied choruses over the past couple of months just to kind of figure out what is it I need to do. And I'm like, yeah, most of the time I just need to get the fuck out of the way. But for you guys, how do you approach that?
I just thump on the root note.
Yeah.
And just keep it really, really simple.
Yeah, that's
it. Don't throw too much, and not in a chorus.
Definitely.
There's no space for it. For the bass, just lock it down.
Yeah.
Give it a bass. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we look at the elements that we had in today's chorus, right? I mean, there was a bit of a tag on the end there. Well, we didn't on the first. we started off with the tag when it was slower, and then we took it out when it was faster, and then we added it back, but on the second double chorus, right? The little tag there, and that was great. And we did the little fill that kind of went another beat. It was like a bar of 5,
Yeah.
And you know what I realized about that actually? I'm used to recording with a click in the studio, but we didn't record with a click today. And I thought, you know what? If we recorded with a click, I would have never done a 5-beat bar there.
No, because it restricts you.
It restricts you completely. So it's a good lesson for me there, because I've always been a bit anal when it comes to click. I was a bit proud. Like, oh yeah, I can play to a click, But it's just like, nah, there's something to be said to take out these, technological elements.
In a world where everyone records with like guitar modelers, QC, and everyone's playing to clicks and in-ears and all this kind of stuff. There is an argument that with all this technology to support the artist as they're playing songs live and that kind of and recording process, it does take away again the human element, which is that songs breathe. That thing of a song speeding up a little bit and slowing down a little bit. Yeah. You listen back to all the old Motown records, right? James Jamerson.
Yeah.
Those songs are speeding up and slowing down all the time.
Yeah.
Are they any less relevant to today's culture and society? No. In fact, if anything, they're classics for a reason. People still think of them as the original wow songs. Yeah. And it's because they breathe. It's because they feel human.
I hate clicks.
Yeah. I mean, I played to one, but I'd rather not half the time.
So, let's talk about that. Can AI, emulate, I don't know, kind of up and downness?
No. I mean, it probably could, but it wouldn't think to put that bar of 5 in at the end of a chorus, would it? It would be 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 all the way.
Yeah.
Unless you prompted it to do it.
Well, yeah.
Prompted it to do it. Yeah. I just don't know if you can engineer or fake kind of that kind of natural, up and down kind of tempo-ness. It would seem overly trying to be something it's not, just interesting. But yeah,
I reckon the main problem with AI with music is it's just too good.
Yeah.
It's too good, so it all sounds a bit naff.
Yeah.
100%.
It needs to be a little bit shitter.
Yeah.
That's what it needs to work on.
It's just the human element, good. Right? Yeah. No, phenomenal, guys.
Around.
Well, if we look back on today's session, what was one point where, I don't know, maybe you're a little bit worried or you struggled with? Was there any point where you were just like, oh fuck, are we going to do this? Or any kind of just inattention that you felt at points in the show?
Yeah, the whole time.
The whole time?
Yeah. Yeah, the clock was
yeah, it was right in our faces.
It was right, I've got to do some vocals, and it was 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
that was weird.
You said at the beginning of the show, Charlie, that you guys are kind of used to writing a song on the day and then recording it on that day. Probably not in a 3-hour time limit altogether, but
No,
are you usually stressed in the songwriting process, or
no? It normally would be I'd sit down for 2 or 3 hours and write something, and then we'd work on it, in the studio for the rest of the day. So it would be at least 4 times longer than what we had, really. Yeah. If that makes sense. And it's still nice because it's still quite fluid. But then for that's still quick.
Yeah.
To just get it right. So to not be able to get all those bits just right means you kind of end up with something that isn't exactly how you would do it. But it still retains the most idea. But you have to leave everything at 70%.
Yeah.
So we kind of ran our bit, and then we did the take, and it was you know, we could have done a better take.
Yeah.
Eventually, we could have fleshed it out a bit more.
Yeah.
Same with like
the little nuances.
Just
right?
the little nuances and just like
yeah.
the little bits that kind of make it. Same with you know, adding some nice overdubs would have been really cool to do. Adding some BVs would have been cool to do. Having a little bit longer with the vocals would have been good because it was like just trying to figure out how to get things to work. So everything was kind of the time restriction was really fun. Yeah. But it felt like we just couldn't get it to that extra, you know, 20-30% on each stage. Yeah. But maybe that's what's nice about it, you know.
Well, we'll see when we listen to the track. You may end up listening to it and just be like, actually, no, that's good, you know. But you know, you did have quite a few different ideas. I mean, what I loved was the last, well, I would say 20 seconds when we got the little synth bit into the chorus there. I mean, you know, good thinking. I think those are the little, you know, the salt and pepper, the spices that really, you know, dress it up.
We couldn't put any. We couldn't. There's no real ear snacks on it. Yeah. You know, it's kind of just like it's fucking. Yeah. It's the take, and then it's like the song, and then there's some vocals, and then there's a bit of synth, and there's nothing extra to kind of keep you. You know, there's nothing extra on it. Totally. It's pretty raw. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to hearing the finished piece. I don't know, looking back, what would you say was the moment of the whole song, or just today in general, that you were the most proud of in the song? Coming in on time after that 5-beat fill. Yeah. Actually, to be fair, that was great. That fucked me up every time. Yeah. Like, I was like, God damn it. And then the ending as well. I guess I added another beat there, but we figured it out and it still worked there. So, you know. I liked it. I liked that a lot. I just kept forgetting. Yeah, that I had to do it. Yeah, like you say, just these little nuances. And I remember when it was, I think, the bridge, or no, the down chorus, where, you know, I had an idea for a bass drum pattern that had a bit more kind of space in between the beats rather than just a consistent thing. And I tested it and I was like, oh, I'm not sure about it, so I'll just go all the way. So I think Connor can kind of mess around with that and see what sounds better. But yeah, overall, guys, we definitely did it. And I think we should all be very proud of ourselves. You guys are phenomenal. It's been a pleasure. And thank you just for being up for this and having the courage to step in and do something like this. With
that was cool.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us, man. Yeah. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. Give us a little bit of an idea of where people can follow you guys, what you've got coming up, and what do we have to look forward to.
We've got a track coming out on the 26th of June called Heaven is the Place, and we're playing a show at our local pub called the Sugarloaf in Easton on the same day.
This is in Bristol. Yeah.
In Bristol, and then we got some festivals coming up. And for that's it. We're kind of working on a second record, so we're trying to get that done by the end of this year. And we've got Instagram and Spotify and
Oswald Slain on all platforms.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
All the other schmooze.
Yeah, that's great, guys. Yeah, definitely check them out, guys. Really great songs. Really just beautiful songs there on Spotify. Definitely check them out. And I mean, I guess for this show, if you can subscribe, that'd be phenomenal. New show, help the cause, help more musicians like this be in the spotlight and show that humanness in this dark AI age that we find ourselves in.
Heck yeah.
What are we calling the song?
Oh God,
I don't know.
You got to give it a title.
Paedophiles and Presidents.
Paedophiles and Presidents.
There we go. You are listening to Paedophiles and Presidents, guys. Take to the song.
Can you call a song? I don't know if you can call a song that.
We just did.
You've got one called Cunty.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's been phenomenal. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Okay.